think I'm a mix of both, physical, but also could run routes and catch balls. So really just a good, healthy medium.
There's always a talk here about tight ends, the lack of pass catching. Every year there's stories written about, is this year that the tight end comes back? What do you kind of make of the position as you've seen it thus far?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just kind of how things go. I come from an offense where we only run the ball like every play, so I'm fine with whatever helps the team. That's kind of why I came here, just to give the team the best chance to win.
I feel like a lot of tight ends that Ohio State recruits, it takes them a few years to kind of get as big as they need to get and then adjust to the physicality. You maybe seem like you're a little farther along in those areas. Like, I don't know, where do you think you are in terms of the blocking aspect of the position as you come into college?
Yeah, well, again, I come from like a blocking offense, so that's all I've known since I've come into high school. So I think that part, luckily, I've already had that kind of under my belt a little bit. So now it's kind of building on top of that with Coach Wilson and just trying to like continue my game to be the best I can be.
Do you think that kind of what Austin was alluding to, like that could help you get on the field early? That combined with the fact that there's not really a returning guy at tight end right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna get in there and compete and see what I can do.
Can you go in a little more depth about the style of offense that your team ran in high school? You say a blocking offense, like
right.
What was a typical game plan like for you? What were your responsibilities?
So we ran a power I, so like fullback, halfback, tight end always attached to the line, 2 receivers. That's all we did. And the only pass we would do is play action. We never got on shotgun, so I would do a ton of like reach blocks, down blocks, any block you can think of. But I'd also run like flag routes, corner routes, and a lot of routes that tight ends here do as well. So I've kind of already learned a lot of the routes that we do here in a way.
How appealing was it, do you think, for Ohio State that you were in that kind of offense and that the blocking aspect of things is not going to be kind of foreign to you?
I think it was probably a little refreshing because nowadays it's like all spread, and to see like I guess one who's more a traditional tight end who's attached to the line most of the time and can get their hand dirty is probably a little refreshing.
Did you like playing that style of offense?
I had to become accustomed to it. Like at first, I wasn't a huge fan of it, and I might have actually thought about going to IMG there for a little bit, but I decided to stay, and I've become to love it. I loved being physical. That's what made me the tight end and player I am today.
You just wanted the ball? You wanted to play a little more receiver? Is that what it was?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, selfishly.
What's that decision process like for a big high school recruit when you're maybe thinking about going to a place like IMG? Like, how do you even start thinking about that, and how did you arrive at your decision to not go?
I was just kind of talking with family. At first, they reached out to me, wanted me to come down and play for the national team. As a sophomore, I thought that was like so appealing to go down there and all their huge facilities and stuff. But after talking to my family and stuff, I wasn't ready to move away. I just wanted to be a kid still.
Yeah, what's appealing then about this offense?
To me, I kind of see myself in a lot of the tight ends that played here, especially like watching Luke and Jeremy. I just kind of felt like I fit in. I kind of resemble those guys a little bit.
When you had those conversations with them, it doesn't sound like you care about the number of targets.
No.
But that's part of like being in this system too.
It is.
What's the mentality like? Do they tell you this is what your expectation's gonna be, and it's not gonna be about your numbers?
No, they didn't say anything like that, but obviously I know like how much we get targeted. It's not that we're not capable of catching balls. It's just like you have Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave and Jackson Smith and Jigba out there. It's kind of hard to share the ball enough. So I want to put myself in the position to make us win the most games possible at the end of the day.
I guess he was kind of touching on it, but when it comes to early playing time, has that been a goal for you, since right when you committed, or did it become more of a focus once you realized how wide open the position is?
Yeah, it's always been a goal for me to play early. I'm going to just compete and get on the field as soon as possible.
Do you have an idea of height weight or size you're trying to get?
I haven't really talked about it yet. I know by spring I want to be 245, and I'm already this morning I was 242, and I'm just trying to kind of build muscle, get a good healthy weight going up.